It was a brazen shootout that sent about 100 bullets flying outside of a downtown recording studio last November.
Guns treated like toys and lives treated as afterthoughts.
Among those arrested, a disturbingly familiar trend. At least 8 were out on bail. Ironically, undercover officers doing a bail compliance check happened to get caught up in the fray. It's one of the many recent instances that renewed calls for bail reform at the federal level.
We continue to hear from our members that we have a system that is not working, that they arrest folks and they get criminals and they get back out the next day.
Early last year, the Trudeau government passed Bill C-48, a bail reform bill that expands the use of what's known as reverse onus. It means that for certain offenses, instead of the Crown having to prove in court why an accused person should remain in custody until trial, it's up to the person who was charged to show why they should be released. But provincial leaders and police associations have pointed to gaps that remain in the legislation.
And what we're seeing is that it hasn't gone far enough. It's not doing enough, and so we need to continue to make legislative changes.
We reached out to each of the major party leaders to find out what more they would do. The NDP made no specific commitments, only referencing a past court decision specifying the need for efficient proceedings. Its press secretary telling City News, quote, "Since the Jordan decision, the government has consistently failed to have the resources to ensure cases go to trial in a timely fashion." The Liberal Party pointed us to a press release that touched on making bail laws stricter, but in a statement to the Toronto Police Association, it said a Mark Carney government would introduce reverse onus for crimes including violent car thefts, home invasion, and human trafficking. The Conservatives did not respond to our request, but Pierre Poilievre has campaigned on being tough on crime. The Conservative leader telling the TPA in part that he would introduce a so-called 3 strikes plan. "We will ban those convicted of 3 prior serious offenses from ever again getting bail, parole, house arrest, or probation, and instead require that they serve a minimum of 10 years and maximum of life." The TPA has endorsed Pierre Poilievre. The Police Association of Ontario has so far not endorsed any candidate. This is a complex issue. Advocacy groups have raised concerns about balancing the rights of the accused and presumption of innocence with the need for public safety. There's also the issue of capacity in Ontario's jails, some groups calling on the federal government for more funding. For City News, I'm Erica Natividad.